Hey, it's dark. Come on a walk with me. The sky is absolutely divine tonight. I'm not seeing a single cloud and it is so dark. There's nothing but stars. It's absolutely beautiful. Welcome to Interdark. If you're new, it's kind of an introspective podcast. Imagine we go on a walk together and just kind of yap it up. Sometimes it's emotional, sometimes motivational. You never know what you might need to hear, and you never know what might resonate with you. I want to talk about solitude, and that comes in many shapes, forms, sizes. Spending more time alone has really changed the way that I connect with people. Not in a sad way all the time, necessarily, but definitely in a clearer one. At first, it was very hard. I went from hanging out with the same people day in, day out, every single day, seeing the same people all the time. And I moved cities for work. First couple of weeks were definitely tough on me, but as time passed by, I grew to really, really enjoy it. It was quiet, it was peaceful, and it got me away from the drama that was in my life. And on top of that, it also revealed who I was when I was alone. You know, a lot of people seek validation in other people's presence, and I can't say for certain if I was one of those people that did that. There was a point in time where I was pretty confident, but I wasn't necessarily comfortable in my own skin or in my own presence. But that solitude and that peace, it was bliss. It gave me the opportunity to grow as an individual, and it really forced me to grow, to be honest. When you're not around anybody but yourself, you come to a crossroads. It's almost like a fork in the road, right? You have two paths. You can either A, make new connections, make new friends, and fill that void with other people's presence, or you can B, look within, spend more time with yourself, find yourself. And let me tell you, that was the best decision I ever made. I used to be super introverted. I still am, to be honest, believe it or not. I keep to myself. I do my own thing. I have goals. I know exactly what I want to do and what I want to accomplish in life. And I know how I want to get there. That said, it's made me closed off. I've never been the kind of person that would go out and party and have a good time at this and that, you know, with certain crowds and certain friends. I definitely became that person. Not partying, but, you know, hanging out, going out all the time, instead of spending time with myself, on myself. But finding that peace and enjoying that solitude, I spent less time chasing friends and chasing the excitement of hanging out with friends. I started spending more time looking inward, going to the gym, going on walks, going on runs, enjoying nature. I'm a country boy at heart. You know, I was born in the country and we moved to the city when I was young, but I feel like I've always connected with nature really, really well, much better than I have the city, to be honest, especially where I live. And it's a cool place, it's a cool city, but it's nothing, you know, grandeur or whatever that word is. I would much rather go get lost in the forest somewhere. And spending all that time alone really taught me what to tolerate and what not to tolerate, because I lost a lot of friends. Lost a lot of connections, and it really showed me behaviors that I should not tolerate in any connection or relationship. You know, I think that experience was great for me. It could be great for you, it could be great for anybody, but it also varies by person. You know, it taught me a lot of good things, but it also taught me some things that people could argue are toxic. In my mind, I would rather go at a project alone and put in all of my 100% effort until it succeeds than go half with somebody and still do 100% of the work and see them hardly do any, or, you know, do a little bit but not match my energy. And that could be literally anything, any project, any relationship. People don't match my energy, and that's okay, you know, but that's closed me off a little, and that goes back to me being an introvert to a sense. I'm a very outgoing individual. I'm not afraid to talk to people. I love interacting with people. I love yapping, especially when I get comfortable, and I'm not afraid of it, but I do really enjoy my peace and quiet. Learning to enjoy my alone time and solitude has taught me a lot about, you know, valuing certain connections that I have, whether that's how honest they are, just basking in their presence, enjoying the people around me, or how easy it is to talk to some people versus some other people, you know. I think being alone long enough teaches you what kind of connection actually feels right. It truly does. For me, there's a lot of people that I would never let back into my life, but there's a lot of people that I definitely would. I think sometimes you pick your poison and you roll with it. You bathe in it. There's a whole bunch of cars here, so it's going to get a little bit noisy. Solitude and peace can be so helpful, but it can also be dangerous. Some people they learn to live alone and they learn to enjoy solitude so much that they never want to see another face again. And I have my moments like that. Sometimes I really, really love just doing my own thing and sitting in silence. There's some people that you never get tired of. And then there's sometimes when you get tired of that person, not because of who they are, but just because you need you. And especially after you get used to solitude, that becomes even more apparent. I think being alone has made it a little bit difficult for me to form new connections. Not like in a super difficult way, but it's definitely made it a little bit harder for me to connect with others because I know what I want out of life and I've spent that time with myself and I'm so comfortable alone. Why disrupt it? And it's beautiful, it's brilliant, but also sometimes it can get a little lonely when you have that mindset. Because you know exactly what you want what you want around you, and you know what you're not going to allow around you. So it can be good, it can be bad. It really just depends on your perspective. But that's a lot of things in life, I love solitude. But who doesn't love good company once in a while? Choose who you keep around you, and choose wisely. This can be applied to anything. But I like to say this, I heard this quote once, I don't remember who said it, but you don't become a millionaire by hanging out with broke people. And that doesn't just apply to monetary gain or financial lifestyle. It applies to everything. If you want to live a healthy lifestyle, you're not going to hang out with people that don't live a healthy lifestyle. So be careful. Be mindful. And ultimately, be picky. It's your life. You decide who's around you. And if you know what you want, why would you allow something outside of what you want? Or allow something that would maybe potentially be the inverse of what you want into your life? Solitude's beautiful, but it can get lonely. Don't be afraid to go out sometimes. Don't be afraid to go out of your way and get to know some people. There's a saying in the music industry, just take every call. You can apply that to life too. Talk to every person that an opportunity arises from. Take every single call. Doesn't necessarily mean you need to get into bed with them, but take every single call. You never know what you might learn. You never know who you might connect with, and you never know, ultimately, how it might benefit your life. We're about 15 minutes into this walk. You guys are getting a lot less because we chop it a little bit because of all the cars. But looking back on that, I can't tell you if this has been a smooth conversation or not. But I can tell you one thing. I'm proud of you. And you're doing better than you think you are. You're doing absolutely amazing. Genuinely, keep it up. Never give up. Keep pushing forward. That's pretty much where my mind's at tonight. Let's do this again sometime. I love you. Stay safe.